Hi, I'm Hazel. I live about 5 kilometers out in the country from this hospital. Much of the community that I live in has probably more than half of the population on my road are Amish. And this Amish community, they don't have vehicles. Their transportation is by horse and buggy. So I was talking to one of my neighbors what she would do if there was an emergency that would require them to come to the Chesley Hospital. Well, if it was someone with a very high fever or possibly a broken bone, something that would require emergency but maybe not trying to get an ambulance. And she said, well, that they would have to come in the horse and buggy, and then if it wasn't open, they would find a sign on the door saying that it was closed and to go to the next nearest, which would be a significant distance for them. If it was more severe, they'd have to run to the neighbor and either get a ride in a neighbor with a vehicle, or the neighbor would have to call the ambulance to arrive at their farm. Many of these Amish, well, most of them, may have a small business, but most of them they all have farms. So it's very important to them to maintain 24/7 emergency care at this hospital. For us, maybe driving to the nearest hospital other than Chesley would be 25 minutes. But for someone with a horse and buggy, I would imagine it would be like hours and hours, maybe the whole day. You know, they could leave now and get there at supper time or the evening. Then we have the added issue of our weather conditions. Our community is very close to Georgian Bay and most particularly Lake Huron. We get severe snow streamers that come across from the lake, and it could be here and not 5 kilometers or 15 kilometers down the road, and it could come and go. But many times we have road closures, and these could be road closures for a couple of days, as last Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, roads were closed, and there was a significant snowfall. Even the ambulances couldn't get through the snow, so it was very, very dire. So to have an emerge that maybe you could get to either walking or driving when you had a clear spot, or take a back road that's very sheltered, having a nearby emergency department is very, very important to not only the town of Chesley, but the surrounding small villages and the farming community and people who live in the country. And most people move here to this small community because of the slower pace. Many seniors and many young families, because the housing prices are better here. There's services here. They look for places that have schools and hospitals and the things that every person deserves in the province of Ontario.